All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers were without the services of the reigning MVP and center Joel Embiid for more than 2 months, and it showed up in the win column. Without Embiid, the 76ers went 11 and 18 as their status drastically dipped in the Eastern Conference's playoff picture. The Sixers went from being second or third in the East to right now, if the regular season ended, they'd be in eighth place and they'd be bound for the play in tournament. But in my opinion, all is not lost for the 76ers. And the reason why I say it is this: you go back to last year. We saw the Miami Heat, make that run to the play-in tournament. Actually go to the play-in tournament rather before they made that run to the NBA Finals. Not saying it can happen for the Sixers, but it's going to be interesting to see if the Sixers would have that type of run in them. Now, Embiid did return to the lineup for Philadelphia last night. He had 24 points in 29 minutes against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But even with that, there's still a lot of questions around this 76ers team. Yes, Embiid is back in the lineup, but how healthy is he right now? How healthy is he going to be? And how much of an impact consistently will he be able to have for the Sixers? Philadelphia has six more games left in the regular season. Each one of those games are vital as they look to find a way to get out of that play-in tournament bracket. It's going to be easier said than done because you look at it right now, they're down two games in the standings to the Indiana Pacers, who are currently seated at number six. And of course, the top six teams do not have to worry about that play-in tournament. But nonetheless, there's talent on this Sixers team. We know about Joel Embiid. The trade, or rather, actually, not even a trade, is picking up Kyle Lowry after the trade deadline, after he got the buyout from Charlotte. You've got a Buddy Hield on this team. You've got Tyrese Maxey, who has really stepped his game up. You still got Tobias Harris and Kelly Oubre as well. So there is definitely talent on Philadelphia, but it all comes down to the health and the availability of the big man. And I'm talking about Joel Embiid. Now, make no mistake about it. When Joel Embiid is healthy and on top of his game, he's one of the best players in the NBA, period, regardless of position. So, but it's going to be interesting to see how healthy that the big fella is going to be for the 76ers in the postseason. You look at it like this: Philadelphia, we could see them possibly face Boston in the first round. We could possibly see them face Milwaukee, Cleveland, or Orlando. We don't know a lot. Um, is still definitely up in the air. But I'll say this for Nick Nurse's bunch: if the 76ers, if they go to the play-in tournament and if they find a way to get out of it, uh, I think they could be a dangerous team in round number one, just due to the fact that you look at the first round of the playoffs, those first couple of games are really spread out, as the NBA is just trying to have two, maybe three games a night. That could give the opportunity for a guy like Embiid to try to, continue to rest up and get that leg healthy. The reason why I'm saying this is the back-to-backs, just a one day off and coming back and playing. How is his knee and how is his body overall going to react to that? That's going to be very interesting. But nonetheless, I'm going to give the Sixers a puncher's chance. I'm not going to sit up here and push all of my chips to the table and say, Philadelphia is a championship team. No, a lot changed with that Joel Embiid injury. A lot changed with the length that Joel Embiid was out. And I'm not sure, aside from having a healthy Joel Embiid back, how much chemistry that these guys can get together in a very quick period of time as they look to become title contenders. Not saying that it's not possible, but I'm just saying that, in my opinion, I do feel that it's highly unlikely. It's unfortunate that Embiid went down with the injury because we don't know, or we haven't really known what could have been so far for the Sixers this season. One thing I can tell you for sure, and everybody will go to the bank on this one: Philadelphia would definitely not be the eighth best team record wise in the Eastern Conference right now, had Embiid not gone down with the injury. We've seen the Sixers in recent years have opportunities to make postseason runs, and they've consistently come up short. We're talking about a team that has failed to get past the second round of the playoffs since their last trip to the NBA Finals, which goes back to the year 2001. Brett Brown with this team couldn't get it done. Doc Rivers, and now it's Nick Nurse's chance. How healthy is Embiid going to be for a playoff run with the Philadelphia Sixers, 76ers? That is the $1 million question. I'm not liking how the Sixers, as of right now, even with Embiid, are matching up with a Boston team just due to the fact of the health, and durability of Joel Embiid. Milwaukee, possibly. But nonetheless, it's going to be very interesting to see how these Sixers look in the playoffs. Maybe Embiid could give them that spark. But at the end of the day, we just simply have to wait and see. But folks, that's going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank all of you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, and I am signing off. And I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.